Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube. I'm your host Doc, Ghost Net Removal, 70 pounds, bottom dip 20 to 30 feet. We're on the ChehalisRiver, 1,500 pounds removed. This is a net that we found with our underwater diver drone, and we have a cool hookup system with a fishing line hooked to a float. And when I mark the spot, show you here on these different maps that I have, GPS of course, right in this location, that net's sitting, there's an orange float that's going to be on the surface. So when we bring in the tribal removal bow picker, here it is here, we can remove it with this vessel, and that's worked really well. In this area, you can see the GPS coordinates are written down on a little chart that we've used in the boat. And it's important that when you're doing these type of research and removal, you pay close attention to the environment of the different marine life, because many times they're trapped in these nets, and possibly if you can get to them quick enough, you can save them. This area here looking just to the west, and these old pilings, lots of nets lay in here along that stretch under the bridge area of Aberdeen. So when we're down here with the camera flying along, we got the GPS. Now you get a little overhead shot. There's the bridge going across, there's the other inlet, and we're right on this side here off that huge green building. Moving upriver to the east, the old sawmill, 1,500 pounds, and check out this elkhorn that we had lifted, and I believe there were 6 lead lines on that, and it was amazing how well all of it came together, so that when we got ready to make the next move, well, here, check this out on the boat of what we did and the people that were moving it along. Tribal elders are always welcome. Now you're looking at the rock there, and that is hooked to the lead line, and above it will be a float, so that, like I said earlier, when the bow picker comes in at these coordinates, makes it a slam dunk. Now I want to share something with you. When we get up towards the power lines, you're going to notice heavy lines on our TV screen. Now they weren't there when I was recording earlier, before I got into this area of the power lines. But we're doing a number of different things. We're recording the sound of the river itself as it flows down over the substrate. And we have electronics in our cameras that pick up electricity. And look at the lines on the screen. So now we're under the power lines off the old sawmill, and the power that's being transmitted over the river is going into the river. My cameras are picking it up. It reminds me of the Union River, when we discovered some power lines that had been broken free on a flood, and our camera was actually working on its own without being plugged in. So, what is going on here? Looking at the seafloor, you're going to see a line, a fishing line, straight up and down. Now this is marking the net. It's now attached with our snag system, is what I've built. The line now is straight up to the surface, and there's an orange float. So the next move then is going to get the bow picker up here and to remove this. And you can see it's a rather large bundle, and it's built right into the seafloor. It comes off the seafloor pretty good. Oh, maybe 2 to 3 feet. So let's compare the difference now. The ghost net that was removed right in this area, there it is, and after it's out of the water and thrown away properly, I'll show you the seafloor, how clean it is. It's amazing, because a lot of these nets do make good habitat for small crabs, and we saw a lot of baby Dungeness, of all things, in these nets, but they weren't trapped. They were using it as cover. So many cases when these nets have been on the seafloor for so long, this river floor I mean to say, you maybe not want to remove them. The log and the net both have a different feed. Also the mud clay, right, have rocks. It requires a whole different system when you're working with the camera here. Nice shot of the net. And remember, the visibility with our cameras, there's only 18 inches of visibility. That's it. And now we're going to move into part 2 of this, and I'll show you more of the Chehalis River.